So I want to go to the beach today because it's quite hot today. So let me show you what outside looks like. This is outside. It's a very beautiful and sunny day. So I'm gonna go out there and play a bit. It's a really sunny day. We're still doing some construction on this side. This temple, I want to take you guys to see it. That's a temple. Let me see. That's a temple right there. It's really beautiful at night. But that's where we're gonna go right now. The beach. We're gonna go to the beach right there. I'm gonna take a bicycle. And ride. But let me tell you what happened last night. Last night I won something. They had a raffle. Alright, so this is where I usually come to. Actually, in the mornings before I go to work, I come to the beach, I journal when it's warmer. Today's warm, 21 degrees Celsius, but it won't be like this for long. So I have not been, and it hasn't been like that for the last few days or so. It hasn't been very warm. So I'm gonna park my bike now. I'm gonna park my bike because someone took my bike the last time I left it there. And I'm gonna journal for a bit because I haven't journaled yet for the morning. I do morning journals every day, 3 A4 size pages every day. And I'm going to journal. I don't know if you guys are hearing me because I don't have a mic on or anything. It's very windy. It's very windy today. So let's see if we can do this. So I'm gonna do some footage. Alright, so I have my bike all set up there so I can see it and no one will take it. But I'm gonna set up my beach mat here. Got some sun. Some sunshine. Okay, y'all, I'm in the kitchen now, and what am I making? I'm making a smoothie. This has milk kefir dragon fruit that I had fermented, and I have moringa. Okay, I have moringa, amla powder, flax seeds, maca powder, and what else do I have in there? Oh, pumpkin seeds. So, what else am I going to add? I don't think I'm going to add much more. I just need some water. Actually, I want to add some dried mango as well. And yeah, that's what I'm making. I'm making a smoothie. I'm making a smoothie. Smoothie. I'm making a smoothie. Also, I just put in 2 Brazil nuts. 2 Brazil nuts into the smoothie as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a piece of, I know, I swear I said I'm not gonna add anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna add turmeric. So I just bought I didn't realize I was buying so much turmeric, but it worked out fine because I was able to prep it, clean, wash, and I just have them in the freezer now. And I just threw a little piece into my smoothies. So that's gonna get added. My smoothie a little bit creamier, so I'm gonna add some coconut milk from this brand. And then, okay, I'm gonna stop saying this is the last thing because there's something else I wanna add to. This is what it looks like so far. So coconut milk added, mango, Brazil nuts, turmeric. It's not gonna be a tasty smoothie, I'll be honest with you. It's gonna be, yeah. But you know what? Health over taste right now at this moment. So I have this, I don't know if you guys make this, but this okra water. Let me just close this. This is okra water that I make. We say okra in Trinidad. But I just took a little bit of the okra that's cut up in the water. I usually drink this throughout the day. But the okra, I just put it in the smoothie as well. Because most of the times it kind of, I just don't use it sometimes. So might as well put it in a smoothie, right? I would actually usually add sea moss, but I finished it off yesterday. I used the last bit and I have to make a new batch. So I'm actually going to prep it. I don't know if you guys want to see that. It's nothing. It's just literally just water, some lemon or lime. And you leave it to soak and needs to hydrate because right now it's dehydrated. So this is sea moss that I got from when I was home. You know, it's so funny. My friends just give me sea moss now. I was like, yo, you know what? When you ask the universe for stuff, it starts showing up, man. Yo, I didn't even tell you all about the Goulash Festival last night. It was actually really good. I ate too fast. I was like, Because when I got there maybe it started at 6 p.m. I maybe got there at 6:10 or something. And by the time I got there, a lot of the pots were like half empty. Okay, most of them were still full because eating started at 6 p.m. If they prepped, the chefs prepped from 8 from midday till about 5:30. By the time I got there, I thought it seemed like they had just opened up serving people. So they just started serving people. So I think I was there at a good time. But I looked around, I'm like, why are these couple chefs like a little, like half empty already? Did they start half empty? But whatever. Most of the pots were full and I started eating and I just kept going. I'm like, I want to eat before. I'm like, I've never been to one of these goulash festivals before. So, but the food was good. Most of them, I'm like, y'all need salt. Like, what is it with people and salt? I'm sorry. I need salt in my food. There was one table. One was full down. There was one table and it's a restaurant. It was actually a restaurant supporting one of the chefs. And I'm like, I know this restaurant. Their food is amazing. This is German guy. He runs a restaurant outside the city. It's called Yellowstone. The food is like, it's fresh ingredients. The meat is tasty, tender, juicy, flavorful. That was my favorite one because they had salt. First of all, on the table, so you can salt as you want. And then you could add like little peppers and parsley. I have a little clip of that. And it was so tasty. It was really tasty. I really enjoyed it. They actually won. It was between them and another one from today different countries representing Spain, France, Hungary, Uzbekistan. Yeah, but this particular guy, he was from Hungary, I think. But being supported by the restaurant. But his food was good. It was good. There was one I tasted. There were 10 of them. I think it's only one I did not taste, and everybody said that one was also really good. And it was the more traditional goulash. Sorry, I'm in here and it's kind of noisy because my distiller, I'm having water being distilled right now, so might be a little bit noisy. Oopsie, sorry. Right, but let me tell you what happened last night. Last night, I won something. They had a raffle while they were giving out the prizes for the goulash. Let me show you guys what I won. I won a really nice wine. Let me show you what happened. Look what I won. Isn't that cool? I won this bottle of wine yesterday. It's a Tokachi from Hungary, a Hungarian wine. But check the box out. The box is like really beautiful. The box is nice. It's a nice little keepsake. Not that I'm trying to keep anything else. I keep too many things. But the wine itself is actually quite beautiful. Hope you guys can see. I did not expect to win anything yesterday. It's worth like 60. Yeah, about 60 USD, and I paid half that price to get to go to the Goulash Festival. So anyways, this is what it's looking like so far. There's one more thing I wanted to add. I wanted to add some ghee, a little bit of ghee. So I made this huge jar of ghee, and I've been using it over time. So I always make a really big batch and I just add it to my food, or I use it to cook, or I use it to make popcorn. I love me some popcorn, but I had popcorn a couple days ago and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. And I've been craving the popcorn for so long, so anyways, y'all, I'm still sleepy, so pardon my face. But this morning was really nice, going to the beach and relaxing and journaling. So I'm almost at 365 days of journaling every single day. I'm at 351 days, I think, of journaling every day. I do this thing called morning pages where it's non-negotiable. However, I've missed some days. I've missed days because of traveling or whatever, but this thing called, it's by Julia. This is a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it's completely changed my life. Maybe I'll tell you guys about how we got here. Or maybe I can. I don't know how much you guys want to know and how much I'm willing to share, but yeah, journaling every morning. That was what I was doing this morning on the beach, and it was really beautiful. I had usually it's really just a brain dump. You're dumping everything in your mind that's coming up, that's bubbling up into your brain at that point in time. You're not thinking about what to write, you're writing about what you think. That's the best way I could describe it. And you basically get to, there are things that come up you don't even realize that are on your mind. And what I love about it is that it starts to uproot some of your thinking that is unhealthy. It starts uprooting what you really think about certain things. It's not that you haven't been thinking it, you haven't expressed it in a way that like, oh. Now the thing about the morning pages, you're not supposed to go back and read them. Maybe until 8 weeks after they've been written. I've gone back and I'm like, oh, that is not me right now. So you see like a journey of where your life has been based on your thoughts. And it's insane. It's insane. I don't know if you ever get a chance to get that book. I'll link it below. Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way. It's life-changing. It's life-changing. I was not recording and I was talking so much. So here's my smoothie. I already tasted it when I thought I was recording. It's actually not tasting bad. It's very tangy. It's very tangy. I'm trying to figure out what has it so tangy, but it's okay. I'll drink it. So what I'm gonna make now, here's my blender, my big blender, with it has some raisins in there and cranberries and all the sugary stuff. Need a sugar because I'm gonna do a second ferment of my milk kefir. Now I started making milk kefir or kefir or however you say it. But I used to always just drink the first ferment with the milk kefir grains. You're supposed to ferment that for a few days, strain it, and this is what you get, right? And I used to have this in my smoothies. And then recently, if you don't know, I used to be pre-diabetic and then diabetic, and now I'm then bounced back to pre-diabetic, and my numbers all over the place. So I've been craving fruit, because when you start going into diabetic numbers or pre-diabetic numbers, everybody's like, oh, stay off the sugar, and they include fruits as staying off of that. But fruit is full of so many vitamins and minerals, and I've been craving it lately, and I've been wanting to have the fruit, but I'm still always thinking, always mindful about the amount of sugar that I have in my diet. So I was like, you know what, I know I can do a second ferment with kefir. Why don't I do that? So at first, let me show you what I used to do, right? I would put the kefir in a bowl with some fruit, and I would enjoy it like that. It actually is very delicious. Put some fruit. This has custard apple or sugar apple in here with some kefir. It's very tasty. But then I came across a video on YouTube, and someone was blending everything with the kefir. I was like, ding, 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 ding. That's what I'm going to do. So the last mix I had, this is finished now, but it had dragon fruit and milk kefir blended. I would leave it on my countertop for 4 to 8 hours, however long, because it's getting cooler now, so it's not as hot. It takes a little bit longer to ferment. So now I do a second ferment with fruit, so that I get my fruit vitamins. I get the probiotics from the milk kefir. I get the nutrients, the minerals. I get everything that I still want and need, but less sugar. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while, I will just do, just like I have it here, I'll just do because I want a little taste of sweet. Because it's not as sweet after it ferments the second time. It definitely is not as sweet. So sometimes I feel for a little bit of sweet, I'll put the milk kefir with the fruits. It doesn't fully ferment all the sugar, but you get a little bit of taste of it. and I usually leave that overnight. The next morning or whatever, I'll have it. But anyways, now today what I want to do, I want to put this with some bananas, the raisins, the cranberries, and a little bit of dried mango. It is so delicious. Right out by it. Before you ferment it, it is divine. If you don't have any problems with sugar, go for it. But for me, my sugar spikes all over the place. So I'm gonna have the bananas. I have some, I'm not even gonna show you the bananas. They're old now. But they're old and dried up and crusty. But okay, I already showed you, fine. I'm gonna blend that together. I'll show you in a second, okay? All right, so I peeled all those bananas that we're kind of getting crusty. I have did I put the mango? I can't remember if I put the mango in here. But anyways, I put the bananas, the milk kefir, and then the raisins, the dried fruits is at the bottom. So I don't think I'll put the mango actually, it's fine. If I didn't, I can't remember right now. But let me blend it and show you what it looks like. Alright y'all, this is what it looks like. It smells divine. Do you guys remember the days of me drinking this? Like all of this in one go? Yeah, I'm trying to do better in my life, you know. I still get my 20, but I used to drink 20 bananas a day. I know. I wouldn't lie, my skin, my hair, everything was the healthiest. But anyway, I get the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, without all that shit. Too much sugar. So this by itself tastes amazing. I want to get a spoon to try it. Let me see. Alright, so let's try and have a little taste. Oh, so good. Alright, so it's actually not very sweet right now to me. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and add it to this jar. It's like a reused old jar. It was like a coconut oil jar. And I'm going to fill this up and then I'm going to leave it on my countertop. Literally do it right now. I'll show you. Alright, I'm going to leave this on my countertop for about maybe 4 to 6 hours. And let it ferment. This is really up to you and what you're going for and how much nutrients and the sugar content you want to get out of this. So I will leave this on my countertop and then I'll put it in the fridge and then drink it as I go. So every morning I will have a cup of this or a glass of this and that's how I get my probiotics. Everything has changed. My gut microbiome situation has completely changed since I started doing this. I was just doing it because I wanted some nutrients. Now it's turned into something completely different. So it's nice to just be able to get everything I need but not too much sugar, you know. Get what I'm saying?